Dude, there's Mountain Dew here. Did that make noise when I hit my mic?
I heard it.
Okay, sorry.
That's
There's
fine.
Mountain there's Mountain Dew here that I've had since KCC.
Ooh. Ooh.
I just never drank because it was regular, and I needed it because I
Ladies and
was gonna
gentlemen,
die.
for those of you at home, the context is March.
KCC's been shut down.
Since March.
Yikes!
You're gross,
Wowzers!
man. You are disgusting.
No, it's just been sitting here because I never noticed it because it's like just it's off to the side. It's not in my like. I don't give a shit.
I want to know why. I want to know why most of the games cut off at Nut Professo. Like, it's literally just one more letter. What are you shortening at this point? Okay. I think you're right. That might be a good way to end it. Oh, gross. You typing out a long ass response? Oh my god. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
You're nothing but a big fat fucking mommy milker.
Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't tell. I think that's something you just keep for the bedroom, that's it.
What?
You say that in the bedroom setting and that's it. The moment you try saying that anywhere else, like a cafe, relationship over.
Wait, who are you gonna say it to?
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna say it to anyone, but just like imagine.
No, I'm saying we're guys.
I
Why
know.
why would we say that to to the girl we're fucking? You go in there and you're like, oh yeah, you like that? You're nothing but a big fat fucking mommy milker. And they're like, what? Like it'd work if they said it.
It's such
But
a such a mood killer if you bring it up. She's like, what?
Okay. I dare you. Okay, I will give you $100.
I'm not saying that to a girl,
No. Just say another girl's name. Just say another girl's name when you're going at it.
That really
that's
kills the mood.
No, that's my friend Johnny. He sucks me off now and again. What is he, like 10? You're going to jail.
Spiky fiery hair with a turbocharged jetpack. The agents from that show come in, that Mr. Black and Mr. White. Where Mr. White's the black guy and Mr. Black's the white guy.
Listen, that show was weird.
Yeah, looking back on it, I can understand why people hated it.
There are so many shows that just like who's that one? There was it was like a Girl Scout, but her name was B.
Mighty B.
Mighty B.
Yeah.
God, that sucked.
You know,
Every time I wanted to watch some fucking SpongeBob or some shit like that, it'd be like, "You Mighty B." I'm like, no.
like I remember it. I remember the advertising. Like for little kids, it was telling you the actress who played the main character. For some reason, like, yeah, okay, kids are gonna know who this person is. It was Amy Poehler.
What?
She played that main character.
Oh my god.
The voice of Joy from Inside Out.
Holy
Freaking
shit.
Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec. She was the Mighty Bee.
Dude, that just like opens like something in my mind where it's like, holy fuck. Because it's like when kids see like another actor in another movie and they're like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
wait a minute, The Rock?
Is
So he's like,
Dwayne
fuck,
Johnson?
Dwayne Johnson? What?
They look
What?
alike.
No.
You wanna know what is weird to see?
Hmm.
John Cena with hair.
He has
Just-
hair.
Yeah, a full head of hair right now.
Did he just let himself go?
I don't know, but it's weird to see. Because you usually, like, you watch him, he takes the cap off, he does his little entrance where, like, runs down to the ring. He has a buzz cut, right? You're like, really short hair. Nowadays, he does the same exact thing, full head of floof.
It kind of looks like a toupee. It kind of looks like a wig.
Yeah.
Like once you go bald, you can't go back because then it's gonna look weird. I think that's for most things. It just looks fucking weird.
Yeah. But back to the cartoon shit I was talking about, like, with Johnny Test. I realized why a lot of people hated it. It was because
Dude, hold
it flat out tells you it's the most cookie cutter show ever.
up. Oh my god.
The theme
Why
song
did you-
tells you all of the generic cliches fucking they want to go for when they make a kids TV show. You have the talking dog, the smart sisters in their laboratory, the parents that work a lot and are super annoying.
Wait, okay, so what was that? What was that dog detective thing where it was like Chris Pratt was a dog? He was a detective with a cat sidekick.
No, that wasn't Chris Pratt. That was Jerry Trainer.
I thought it was Chris Pratt.
No, it was Spencer from iCarly. That was Tough Puppy.
Tough puppy.
I only know it because I liked Fairly Odd Parents a lot when I was growing up. It's by the same creator.
You know what I liked a lot growing up? The Star Wars prequels, but it turned out they were shit. So
I thought you were just gonna say like just porn or hentai. Like, well, yeah,
Actually-
you told me about the Legend of Zelda thing.
actually- you know when I started.
Yes, and I still don't really fully believe you on that, but
You don't believe me.
I'll let you have it. I'm gonna.
You don't believe me. I can search high and low for that piece of paper.
I know it exists, but I don't know if it was that early.
It was definitely that early.
The fact that you just, God, it's so early in one's life for that to happen, though.
Listen, man. Steve came up to me, and he's like, "Hey, check out this YouTube video." And then I was like, "Huh?
Wait, I thought you said
Play it
that.
again."
Wait,
No. That's what kickstarted it.
oh, and then
Yeah.
the book or the
Yeah,
fan
that-
fiction.
That one fan fiction, yeah. That's a story for another for another
Everyone remembers their first time, but you wasted it to a fan fiction.
That fan fiction was good. Okay, it was in detail.
Have you ever
Yeah.
like reread it since then?
I haven't been able to find it.
Because I know a lot of times where people can go back to it, like remember it so fondly, then they try to read it or like watch it again, like this was garbage.
Yeah.
Like, how did I ever do this?
Yeah. Like, it was good. It was good. Like it was high detail.
Oh, I know. You went on and on about the detail of it.
And like you know how like you have a vivid imagination when you're young?
Do what?
You know how you have like a wait, what the fuck is going on with the voice chats?
What's going
Oh,
on?
it was nothing. Someone was just being stupid. You know, have you had like a really good imagination when you're young?
Mhm.
Yeah. Boy howdy.
What, were you Link? Were you pretending to be Link in that or whatever?
Nah, man, I was just sitting in the corner and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
No, because I didn't even know the characters at that point in time. I had no idea.
You didn't even know?
I didn't even know.
Then
No,
how the hell did you even?
you don't need to know. You don't need to know when they describe it.
Because I know now that like you obviously know who the characters were involved,
Yes.
and I'm saying as little as possible just so like people can infer what's going on instead of being flat out told. But when you learned who the characters were and
One
what
of our subscribers is like, "Oh, I read that."
but when you found out the characters and what they like looked like, did that bring back any fondness of the
Oh, it did. It did.
like did you go back and remember that same story but with like the additional like
Like the visual cues.
yeah,
Yes.
because I read the entirety of the Harry Potter books without realizing Ron was a ginger. Did you know
Really?
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I watched the first movie and I saw this redhead kid like, whoa! That was my legit reaction. I was like maybe 13 or
Oh, who are
14.
you?
I was like, what the fuck? That's Ron?
Get out of here.
And I assume I probably just skipped over the text that said like a fiery redheaded boy. Uh, whatever, or I don't know. Maybe it exists, maybe it doesn't. I know J.K. Rowling is changing the entirety of her universe as she sees fit to hold on to some credibility.
It's all for money. It's all for money. That's all it is.
I'm woke too.
She's pandering to an audience, and I know the audience, and the audience is exactly the people that would eat that shit up.
What was the meme that Hagrid was like a POW war survivor who was also just
No, it was just like the gay, like they
Well-
had rough, kinky sex.
Oh,
and
I
shit like
know.
that. It's like
Because
that.
I've heard the theory
That was
that
the-
Dumbledore was rumored to be gay, and I was like, okay, that I could see. Like, you only have it for one character, and if it's inferred throughout the books, I'm like, okay, I could see it. But when you go back and change every fucking character,
it's just too much.
because she tried saying Hermione was black.
My God,
And-
Emma Watson is black.
Yeah, everyone went back to her actual book that said Hermione's like skin color. It was one of the books, but it highlighted like a descriptor she had used to describe what she looked like, and everyone's like,
White.
JK, are you JK?
Nah, I just
Rolling on the floor laughing.
when people pander too much, it kind of irks me a lot.
Oh, I know, I get that feeling.
So all of you homosexuals. I mean, keep watching, because we would enjoy you to watch our videos and feel comfortable here.
But not too comfortable.
We're gonna get so much shit. What they don't want us to feel comfortable. It's like no, I just don't get it.
It's like, it's a joke! Stop! We were just two boys talking about porn earlier. Leave us alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave me.
Brittany alone.
Leave me alone.
Dude, talking about Brittany, last night. So I'm supposed to be helping clean up after dinner.
Okay.
And my sister puts on her music, and it pisses me off when people do this because she doesn't put headphones in at all. So she's like, I'm gonna play my classical music because I'm so fucking intellectual. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I went out to my truck, I grabbed my speaker, and I played Britney, her hit song.
Which one?
3.
Three?
The 1, 2, 3. I don't know how it goes because I don't give a shit.
You shouldn't have played that one. You should have played a good one.
That is a good one. I can't play it now because we'll get copyright strike, but I'll play it for you later.
You could have been like,
Oh,
Mama, I'm in love with a criminal.
Ooh, yes. Or Toxic. Problem is, it was the first thing that came up. So I just started blaring that shit, and then it turned into Mexican music. So, somewhere along the line, so it went from Britney
It went,
to
it went from Britney Spears' 3 to someone's Trace.
I think it went from Britney to Marty Robbins with Big Iron in El Paso.
With a big iron on his hip.
On his hip. Big Iron on his hip. And then it went to I can't even say it. I took Spanish for 4 years. I can't even say it.
There's no cock like horse cock.
Put your asshole in a shock. There's no. Remember when Brian used to just, like, sit down and listen to that song
Like religiously?
Religiously. He did not stop, and it kind of pissed me off just a little bit.
A lot of things
Just
piss
a
you
little bit.
off. You're a very irritable guy,
Yeah.
and we make fun of you for it too.
Ooh, like I fucking care. I do, because everyone's opinion shapes who I am.
I care immensely.
I don't want to disappoint anybody, which is a real thing. I felt really bad that I didn't do my homework for chemistry because I felt like I was disappointing my chem professor. Like I was letting her down by not doing it.
You signed up for summer classes yet?
I did not know.
I signed up too.
I'm not taking summer classes.
I'm only taking it for a month. It's through like June and July. That's it.
Well, I have work, Connor.
Oh, I know. I know you do. But grow the fuck up.
grow. Hold on. The man who has a job is being told to grow the fuck up by the man who gets a check every so often. Like,
It's
what?
a scholarship, and yes. Way to go for analyzing the situation.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Some of us have responsibilities. Some of us, I don't know. It's a fun time. I mean, if we had Clay on, he'd be shitting on you harder.
Oh, I know. I like Clayton a lot, but he is the master of just dishing out that shit, and then when it's immediately brought back on him, you're like, hey!
He's like, hey.
Hey! And we're like, what?
Start up my business. We're gonna start a business.
The fourth one.
Yeah.
You're robotic.
I am.
Okay, say what you just said again.
Britney Spears can suck my toes.
Okay, I didn't need to hear that.
Spears toes.
Every time you start talking about it, you go robotic. Oh my god! Stop it! Stop it! It's the rise of the robots! They're coming!
Did you stop recording?
No!
You fucking do it. We're not playing. It's just like 20 minutes of exposition.
Hey, it was a podcast. I liked it.